Ladies, I'm here on the show. Finally, my final video here of the night. I guess well, I was gonna say night, but I guess day/night, long day and night, ladies and gentlemen. You know, with recapping NASCAR today, baseball, football, and we're here. 2 football games. We're here with our third and final one of the night. Sunday night football. The Houston Texans defeat the Chicago Bears 19-13 reaction. Caleb Williams' second NFL game. I was kind of curious how this game would go. You know, two quarterbacks. The rookie Caleb Williams, number 1 overall pick. C.J. Stroud, second year with the Houston Texans. I thought the Chicago Bears defense played pretty well. They only got 3 points in that second half. Their defense honestly played pretty well in that second half. Their offense, or the defense didn't play well in the first half, I thought. They were down, they allowed 13 points in that second quarter. I shouldn't say they played bad, it was just that second quarter they struggled, but I would say the other 3 quarters, the Chicago defense was really good, and that was the reason the Chicago Bears were in this football game. It was because of their defense. They really struggled to run the football. DeAndre Swift was a freaking disaster tonight. They just really struggled to run the ball. The turnovers were a problem. Caleb Williams was better in this game, but the turnovers, that one interception deep down the field underthrown, I think, gets picked off by Derek Stingley. The other one, he breaks a sack somehow. I was like, oh, holy shit, we're going to get an awesome player from Caleb Williams. As soon as I say that out loud, he throws into triple coverage and it gets picked off. So, yeah, Caleb Williams wasn't great. 2 interceptions. Didn't have a touchdown tonight. So, but hey, they got an offensive touchdown at least with Khalil Herbert tonight. But Caleb Williams still struggled. The offensive line, though, man. That offensive line might get him hurt. He took so many hits in this game. How many times did he get sacked? Because it felt like every time I looked up, he got sacked. Let me count here. 1, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. He got sacked like... How many times did he get sacked? Like 6 times? 7 times. He got sacked 7 times tonight. The Bears really need to improve their offensive line because they cannot handle pressure at all. Like the Texans could have blitzed every play, honestly, and they would have gone to the quarterback every single time because it felt like every time they blitzed, they were getting pressure on Caleb Williams because they couldn't handle the damn pressure. Like they just couldn't. They couldn't handle the pressure every time they blitzed. So the Bears really need to improve their offensive line in the offseason, or maybe before the trade or at the trade deadline, because your defense can only hold up for so long. Your defense isn't going to be perfect every game. Only that second quarter they were bad. Other than that, I thought they were pretty good. But the offense, the turnovers were an issue, and the offensive line was another main issue. But yeah, Caleb Williams was 23 of 37. We're going to get into the stats now. 174 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Yeah. Not a great game. 5 runs, 44 yards, so he did use his mobility a little bit in this game, more than the first game, but I don't know, man. Caleb Williams just didn't look good. But I just don't know. I just don't know if he has a stable system and just a team around him. I'm not making excuses for Caleb Williams. I mean, he hasn't looked good. He has good receivers. I mean, he has Cole Kmet. Like, they got good talent offensively. It's just the offensive line isn't great. And the Texans pressured him on, according to Next Gen Stats, on 42 pass attempts, they pressured him 36 times. That's to be some type of record. Just an awful, awful game up front from Chicago. And that's one of the reasons I thought they lost, along with the 2 turnovers. And it's I don't know, it's not going to get any better. It's not like this is going to get any better for them. Because once you play more elite teams like with good pass rushers, I don't see how it's going to get any better for their offensive line unless they just show some type of drastic improvement. But I don't know. Maybe part of drafting Caleb Williams should have maybe been bringing in I'm just trying to think, maybe an offensive-minded coach, maybe. I don't know. Because they just look out of sync. Like, I don't know. And just undisciplined. A lot of penalties, 9 penalties. Both teams had penalty issues tonight. But the Bears' defense was playing their ass off against one of the better offenses in the league. Just a stacked offense, C.J. Stroud, Joe Mixon, Nico Collins, Tank Dale, Dalton Schultz, Stephon Diggs. Like, they played their ass off. And Caleb Williams' first 2 starts just haven't went well. And 2 passer ratings under freaking 60. But you got to give credit to the Texans defense, getting all that pressure on Caleb. But he has 3.0 net yards per attempt. That's the worst for any quarterback in weeks 1 and 2 in the last 10 years. I don't want to say bust yet because I don't want this to come back and backfire on me. So I'm not going to say he's a bust yet because I don't want it to backfire on me. But there were some bad challenges as well by the Bears in this game. Matt Eberflus challenged 1 catch that was clearly a catch by the Houston Texans. Horrible challenge there. And then there was another challenge when it was clearly an incomplete pass, and he challenges it again. He doesn't win either challenge. Like, that was a stupid challenge as well because it clearly hit the ground. And I don't know. I don't think Matt Eberflus is a good coach, man. A lot of people assume he's suddenly a good head coach just because their defense closed strong last year, but I mean, that's as bad as a challenge you'll see. 2 bad ones. That's 2 bad challenges. I just don't think he's a good head coach. Like, the defense closed strong last year. That's why they won games. It wasn't because of Matt Eberflus and the offense just suddenly being good. But yeah, that's really my thoughts on the Bears, I guess, and Caleb Williams' second start. DeAndre Swift, 14 runs, 18 yards, 1.3 yards per carry. So the new Bears running back, he averaged 4.6 yards per attempt in his first 4 seasons with the Lions and Eagles. Has reached the, I guess it wasn't all just me stage of this season. You give DeAndre Swift a big running back contract, then watch him average 1.3 yards per carry. Well, it doesn't help the offensive line sucks ass. But could Khalil Herbert or Roschon Johnson really do any worse at this point? But the Bears are trying to use him as a bell cow power back. Basically just that power back. When his strength is outside runs and screens, that's what the Eagles did to his strengths. He's not a power back. And they don't get him involved enough in the passing game. Like, yeah, he didn't play good tonight, but they're not using him to his strengths like the Philadelphia Eagles did. But yeah, he didn't play good tonight. He also had 4 catches, 24 yards. Travis Homer, 1 run for 6 yards. 1 run for 6 yards, and Khalil Herbert 2 runs, 3 yards, and a touchdown. Also had 2 catches for 4 yards. For receiving, DJ Moore 6 catches, 53 yards. DeAndre Carter 3 catches, 32 yards. Romeo Dunze 2 catches, 33 yards. It's just bad offensive game management and just poor. The loss really comes down to poor investment in the O-line, just bad offensive game management. I feel like good coaching wins this game with how often the Texans gifted them opportunities. They even gifted them one where they fumbled when it was 19-10 to make this a 6-point game, when the Bears went down and got a field goal. Average coaching wins that game tonight. Hell, but we didn't see that tonight from the Bears. Swift should have been scratched from the game plan at the half. just Eberflus just isn't a great coach. I mean, that's just how it is. So many opportunities. The group, just for them as a whole, needs to be better. Cole Kmet, 4 catches, 27 yards. DeAndre Swift, 4 catches, 24 yards. We talked about Khalil Herbert. Gerald Everett, 2 catches for a yard. He's been freaking irrelevant these first 2 games. Had -1 yard last game and 1 yard this game. Their defense played well. They sacked C.J. Stroud 3 times. Their defense played well overall. Santos made 2 field goals. Hell, their punter's good. Troy Taylor, at least. But I thought he wasn't going to be punting a lot, Caleb. But the Bears jumped to 1-1 here. They scored 3 points in the first quarter, 7 points in the second quarter, and 3 points in the fourth quarter. Houston scored 3 points in that first quarter, 13 in the second quarter. Each team went scoreless in the third, and then scored 3 in the fourth. But that second quarter was really a difference. And just the turnovers as well. C.J. Stroud saw a game 23 of 36, 260 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. So a pretty good game from C.J. Stroud, I thought. He did just enough to win tonight. He's had a really good start to the year with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions in his first 2 games to start the year. I mean, he wasn't that impressive tonight, but he had a solid game. Cam Akers, 7 runs, 32 yards. Joe Mixon, 9 runs, 25 yards. He got injured in this game. I thought he returned. I think he returned. But that was, I think it was a hip drop tackle or something. Something like that. Tank Dell, 3 runs, 16 yards. He had 1 catch for -3 yards tonight. And I drafted this guy to my fantasy team. Nico Collins, 8 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown. Hell of a game from Nico Collins. I mean, that dude's going to be a freaking stud for this team. Stephon Diggs, 4 catches, 37 yards. Dalton Schultz, 2 catches, 21 yards. Joe Mixon, 3 catches, 25 yards. Cade Stover, 1 catch, 18 yards. Ogunbowale, 2 catches, 20 yards. Akers, 1 catch, 3 yards. Brevin Jordan, 1 catch, 4 yards. They done a really good job spreading the football out, but Nico Collins was the main target tonight. But a hell of a game from their defense. Sacked the quarterback like 7 times. Mario Edwards and Derek Barnett each had a sack. 1.5 from Will Anderson, 1.5 from Daniel Hunter. To'o. What a name. Got a sack. Petrie delivered some big hits. Daniel Hunter and Al Sha'ir each had a sack. Al Sha'ir had a sack as well. Should have got ejected from this game. Threw a punch on the sideline, but I guess maybe they missed it. Lassiter, Georgia legend, got an interception, and Derek Stingley Jr. And Fairbairn made 4 field goals alone, a 59-yarder in this game as well. That man, so many kickers. There's so many freaking good kickers in this generation now. But the Texans proved it 2-0. They win 19-13 here. So yeah, good win for the Texans. They let the Bears hang around, but the Bears' offense just wasn't good enough to come back and win this game. So yeah, it's really all I gotta say for this video. So leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.